You didn't quit. You're really like against all odds. You're doing something that no one in the family's done, that none of your friends have done.
I'm just gonna say the thing you're not supposed to say.
Whatever is mine is looking for me.
You have to know what road to take to get to your final destination.
Everything that you ever wanted is on the other side of fear.
Hello. Happy Saturday. I decided to do this live last minute. So if you follow me on Instagram, y'all like the sensational ponytail? You like it? I love it. So cute. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this Sweetie situation. I was sitting back and I was watching it and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna say nothing. And then I was like, okay, no one's saying what I feel like needs to be said regarding this Sweetie situation. So, first, I don't even know where to start. First of all, I told y'all in 2024, what did I say? I said your faves, but y'all would think, Yanni, you a hater. 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 I said your faves are going to be getting exposed for being a high-end prostitute. Allegedly. To the point where the girls are like, Yanni, you're never wrong. You're just early. Now, I don't even know where to start with this. First of all, let me start with the fact that I was recruited when I was younger. I never really go into detail about this. I've had people try to recruit me into this lifestyle. Starting when was I 17 or was I 18 yet? I think I was 17. There was this girl that I went to school with. She got into this lifestyle and she ended up moving to Vegas eventually. But I remember when she tried to recruit me, and they back then, I don't know what it is today, but back then, the girls were using this website. I think it was called, is it called? It's very popular now. It's more well known now than it was then. I can't think of the name. I think it was called Arrangements. Was it called Arrangements? I just I think it was called Arrangements. Hell, I don't know, y'all. It's one of them websites, but back then, mm, it wasn't Backpage. Seeking Arrangements. I think that's what it was called. It was a website, kind of like a dating website. It kind of gave like Christian Mingle, but it wasn't Christian Mingle. And you could go on there and you can make a profile and you could be syncing arrangements. Is that what it's called, y'all? And so this girl that I went to school with, she was trying to recruit me when I was 17 because she was into it. And she was saying how she was making all this money and stuff like that. It was a sugar daddy website, a sugar baby website. So that was my first time ever being approached to be recruited. Then the next time after that, so from 17 to 18, I was getting recruited. At 18, I also was recruited to be a stripper. Yeah, they'll like literally approach you. You could be like da 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 da, bop bop bop, like in your own little world, and somebody would try to approach you and like think that you're easily influenced and try to get you to strip, prostitute, like a lot of different things. Where was I at when I was recruited for a stripper? I was somewhere for my 18th birthday, Myrtle Beach. I couldn't remember where I was at. I was just walking down Myrtle Beach, and somebody approached me like, "Here's my card." Real pimp. I be trying to tell y'all. So then, not only that, so I had after 18, I had gained a bunch of weight. Like I had gained like I don't know how much weight. I gained too much weight to where I stopped getting approached, and then I lost weight. So I would say probably like 2016, 2017 was when I started getting approached again. But this time I was getting approached through YouTube. So people were seeing my workout videos. And when they were seeing my workout videos, they were trying to recruit me because of that. I'm not gonna get into that. And this is a real life story, y'all. So I was being recruited by this madam. She was a woman. So I've been approached by 2 women, 1 man. It's the women y'all really need to be out here watching out. Like, you need to be watching out for the women. They be trying to pimp. I'm like, listen, I'm not the girl that can be pimped. If anything, I'm gonna be a madam. You can't pimp me. I can pimp you, but you can't pimp me. So like she was recruiting me too, and she's very famous too. I'm not gonna get into her name, but she was trying to recruit me. She wanted me to move to Atlanta. Before I even moved to Atlanta, she wanted me to sign this contract. And oh my God, if I could find the email, I will try to find the email. But she wanted me to sign this contract. The contract was like it was a crazy contract, y'all. Like, it was so ridiculous. I think the contract was like 4 years or something like that. And she wanted me to be like this video vixen. Like, it was, yeah. So that's a whole nother conversation for another day. And I remember where she was guaranteed that upon signing this contract that I would instantly have an income of 6 figures and all of this stuff. And I was just like, you're like the 4th or 5th person that has tried to approach me with a weird ass contract like this. I ended up turning her down. It was not Mama D, y'all. It was not Mama D. It's someone a little bit younger than Mama D, but she used to be a video vixen. I don't think Mama D was a video vixen. Some of these girls, let me tell you what the game is. Some of these girls were pimped out, then turned into a madam later. And that's what the situation was. So she was trying to basically have me be a slave for 4 years and have me like work up under her, and I was going to be guaranteed a 6-figure income. I was supposed to go live with her, stay at her house and everything. And she was going to basically groom me into this video vixen figure that she wanted to basically invest in so that she could basically pimp me out. Like, that's what it was. And this was around like 2015, 2016. And I'm hearing about like these houses where the girls were all living in Atlanta and they were roommating with each other and shit. And I'm like, damn, that's what she was trying to do to me. And I wonder how many other women she reached out to trying to all have us live under. No, it wasn't Melissa Ford. I don't think Melissa Ford is into that. Trying to have us all live under one house and like everything. And y'all hear about those houses now. Content creating houses. Y'all hear about it now. But back then, it was like on some, I don't like bad girls club type thing, but it was like we were supposed to be escorts. That's high end escorts, and we live together, we room together, we make money together and stuff like that. So I wanted to talk about this Saweetie situation because a lot of girls are naive. The girls are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this." What do you mean? Y'all should have known something was up when you seen this. Come on now. Have I taught you nothing?
I saw it on TikTok. They were like, they talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment. There's been so many times I've just been counted out, and I know that it's behind animosity. I know it's because of a hidden agenda, but it makes me work harder. But this has happened like my whole life. So it's like what I deal with in the industry is just.
Y'all, it was not tiny. I'm gonna stop responding because y'all putting y'all done put her name in the chat box. Chill. Okay. Calm it down. Because we don't expose on this channel. Okay. I just keep what I know to myself. But no more names. All right. Let's continue.
Different face, same case.
Oof.
So when I saw this, I was like, sweetie, girl, is pretty girl punishment a real thing? Yeah, there's always a catch, especially when it involves male validation and sexism. All right. Misogyny just know there is punishment when it comes to you feeding into that energy. There's always going to be punishment, starting with control. Okay. Um, but that's just not the situation here with Sweetie. Sweetie, your music sucks. And this is coming from someone that actually liked her music when she first came out. When Sweetie first came out, she was rapping about school. And then I remember when she was rapping about college, she was rapping about stuff at the time that I could relate to. And then when she went on, her music took a weird ass turn when she did that icy girl bullshit. And I was like, and it was no longer about education. It was no longer about a woman building something from the ground up for herself. It became about a man just buying her this, buying her that. And it was awful. And after that, it's just like her music just went downhill after that. I really liked her. She had this one song called Focused. And that's when I was like, oh, I like this sound. Like, this is a dope sound. Like, this is different. This is not how other girls are rapping. This is not what the other girls are rapping about. But then, like, she did that icy girl. It was awful. I don't know what happened. Yeah, before she went mainstream, like I knew about Sweetie when she was on SoundCloud. When she was on SoundCloud, loved her. Then when she signed and she did that whole icy girl thing, I was like, this is terrible. And one thing I also want to mention too, when it comes to Sweetie, is like she didn't really try to master her craft at all. It was almost like once she signed, she started making a little bit of money and stuff like that. And she started getting a lot of attention and stuff like that. She just kind of fell off. And it didn't seem like she was really trying to master her craft or evolve at all within the industry, within the business. It just seemed like she was just trying to make money and stuff like that. So she is a beautiful girl, don't get me wrong, but girl, pretty girl punishment, I'm just not seeing that with the energy in which she puts out when it comes to her craft and her music and stuff like that. The Sweetie that I was introduced to, I felt like when she gave into mainstream, I felt like she was kind of selling herself out. And now that she's sold herself out, is she seeing that there was no longevity with that? And if she would have just stayed the course and rapped about purpose and meaningful things, maybe her career would have had some longevity to it. But girl, that ain't it. I think you just sold yourself out because at that time you was getting a lot of money, you was getting a lot of attention, and you were able to make a name off of that. And then yeah, I remember because when Sweetie first came out, she didn't have a boob job, she didn't have a BBL, she didn't have any of that. She just started giving into all of these things outside of herself, and it had a lot to do with her appearance, and it just did not pay off in the long run. And she put no real work in her craft, like writing. And she used to pride herself off of writing her lyrics and stuff like that. But that's when she was in that, oh, I'm a college girl type of headspace. So I don't know what happened to her. I don't know what happened. It's very sad to see that this is where she landed.
If I'm being perfectly honest, pretty privilege is what got you as far as it did, and you got the nerve to sit up and talk about pretty punishment. No, Sweetie, you are a prime example of pretty will get you through the door, but it won't keep you there.
And I feel like Doja Cat is learning that as well. Did y'all see how, okay, so I tried to listen to Doja Cat's album, couldn't get into it. I don't know what's up lately with music, but am I the only one struggling to get into music? Like, I'm talking about the mainstream stuff. Because I have some other artists. Sorry y'all, I can't turn it up. This is as high up as it will go. But I can't get into the new music that's coming out. I don't know why. Like, I'm really struggling. At first I thought it was just Cardi. But then I couldn't get into Bryson Tiller. And I'm like, what the hell? I just feel like I can't get into none of like the mainstream artists. I can't get into Doja Cat. Anybody else? Oh my God, Taz Angels. I could not think of their name. That's who I was referring to when I was talking about those houses. And I believe that I was being recruited to live in one of those houses. Anyway, that was like those houses were pretty big in I feel like I don't know if they've always been around in Atlanta. Part of me wants to believe that they have always been around in Atlanta. I know that they're becoming a thing here in Houston, but I don't know if it's always been a thing here in Houston or if I'm just now finding out about these Taz Angels type of houses, you know. Um, but I don't know. Y'all let me know. But I be seeing the bottle service girl groups. There's this one girl that I know. She give me madam vibes. I'm not gonna say her name because she's very popular here. There's a lot of mixed opinions about her, but they be recruiting. Listen, in my opinion, I don't need a handler and I don't need an overseer. Okay. I don't like being micromanaged. I don't like being told what to do. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that. I just don't understand what about me gives handler. Like I need someone to handle me. Absolutely not. But they be out here recruiting y'all. So you got to be on your P's and your Q's and they be taking money. They be taking percentages. That's the contract that this lady presented me like back in 2000 like 16 2017. I think she was trying to take like girl, I think it was like 13%. Sorry, I almost cussed. I said, girl, hell no. Like I was like 13%. Y'all, 13. Girl, 3%, 2%, you know, like 13. But that's what the girls be out here doing, y'all. That's them the type of contracts they be out here signing, y'all. That's how I was like, damn. And they be targeting the girls that are either very desperate, very eager, or just not smart at all. They don't know what good business is. They don't even know how to read a contract properly and things like that. So they take advantage of those girls. So you gotta be careful about that type of stuff. But let's continue.
Coupled with the fact that, sweetie, yes, by every stretch of the imagination, you are a beautiful girl. You are. If a bitch call you ugly, they a hating ass liar. But love, you ain't the only pretty girl in the industry. You are not the only pretty girl in the
Y'all, can y'all stop dropping names in the chat box? That is so messy. Can y'all chill with the names in the chat? I'm not trying to expose nobody. Chill. Okay, Taz Angels, I feel like that was public information. But y'all gotta chill with the names in the chat, y'all. Like now I feel like, should I put this on Patreon? My goodness, this supposed to be a secret. This between me and you, okay? If you know, then you know. All right? It's supposed to be low key. Nobody's supposed to know about it. This is how I get information, y'all. Literally. I don't be coming on here be saying names. Y'all gotta chill with the names. Relax.
industry. And for you to sit back and think on one level or another that you are not climbing and doors are being closed on you because of the way you look, you are sadly mistaken. And I'm here to tell you that anybody around you who is co-signing that bullshit, they're not your friend and they don't care about you because they are allowing you to live in a space that is keeping you from growing. Now, I'll be
Ooh.
the first person to admit that I am not the most
And it's so crazy that this man said this because, okay, the girls are naive. A lot of people are like, I don't understand why her friend would expose her like that. They not friends, y'all. Do you not understand there's no friends in that type of industry, that type of lane, that type of business? There are no friends. That's what was killing me with Gorgeous Dolls. The reason why I stopped reacting to Gorgeous Dolls story times is because she always thought somebody was her friend. I'm like, girl, ain't no friend in the nightclub industry or sex work. There are no friends. There are people that you hustle with, that you get money with. That's it. Now, you expect for them to look out and they expect for you to look out in return. Like it's kind of like I watch your back, you watch mine. But you also have to understand that you still dealing with a hustler's mentality and mindset, that you still got to watch your back even though, right, there may be some type of alliance there. But don't be naive. That's why I had to stop listening to Gorgeous Dog, because I was like, girl, you keep saying that's your friend, that's your friend, that's your friend. I'm like, no, that was a girl that you were getting money with. That's it. That was a girl that you were getting money with. And y'all was cool getting the money together, but that was it. Like it didn't go no further than that. And I just thought like that was crazy because I'm just like, girl, absolutely not. No. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope. And it's crazy. I could relate to Gorgeous Doll how she gained weight and then she lost weight. I could relate to all of that. But I was like, you think everybody is your friend in this space, in this industry? That's insane, y'all. And so that's what's killing me about the Sweetie situation. Homegirl knew who she was dealing with, which was why she felt the need to keep receipts. Okay, she felt the need to keep receipts because if Sweetie is allegedly truly out here doing shisty stuff in the way that this woman is accusing her, that's a woman you can't trust. That's a woman that doesn't have integrity. That's a woman that you always got to watch your back around. So friend, I don't know why y'all getting hung up with that. I think this generation and just women in general, y'all throw that word around just a little too loosely for me. But you got to know what lane you in. You got to know what environment you in. In environments where you getting money with a woman and it's all about sexism and male validation and attention and men paying and stuff like that, and it's a little competitive, you are delusional if you think that girl is your friend.
Qualified to speak on these young girls' female rap, but I do have two ears and I
Mm.
am able to listen. When you first came out, you had some songs that were getting a lot of heavy airplay. But what happened, sweetie, during the time that you came out, which is good for the industry but bad for lackluster talent, is a lot of girls came out at the same damn time. And it's no different than the social media influencing space. Everybody wants to do it. So many people are doing it, but the cream rises to the top. Sweetie, you got big nerve. You got big nerve. And you've got big nerve because you have already won 90% of the battle, which was getting through the door, getting on the radio, getting music videos, getting
Facts.
endorsements. You've already made it. You've already made it. There are so many up and coming artists and aspiring females that would give anything to be in your spot right now. And you've got the mitigated gall to sit on this internet and talk about things are not happening for you because you're being punished for being pretty. I hate to break it to you, and I'm not going to say anything disparaging about this girl's art. But what I will say, sweetie, is it's the simple fact that competition is steep right now and you're just not winning.
I think it's also some other industry politics that's going on here too. Because did y'all see the whole Offset interview? So, sweetie, if you be out here messing around in the industry dealing with people's husbands, I can see you getting blackballed. If that's the secret around the industry, that you are the um maybe that's what's stopping your bag, sis.
You're just not winning. It ain't because you're pretty. And I think resting on that is taking the cheap and the lazy way out
Oh,
because you are attributing your success or your lack of success to something external. What you're currently doing is saying, I would be further if it wasn't for them hoes hating on me.
and then like that's another thing that is so delusional to me. Like like who's hating? Oh wait, I was, y'all. I'm sorry. I was hating because I was trying to tell the girls that that's what your face be out here doing on the low low, trying to keep up with that lifestyle that they got. I tried to tell y'all that that's the tea. Y'all keep saying they got money because they look like they do, but it doesn't mean that they actually have money. And this is the thing that be killing me with people. You know that when you have a lifestyle, right? You have to manage it. If you have an expensive lifestyle, that requires you to manage an expensive lifestyle. And what a lot of people do not seem to understand is you can have a really good season in your life where you're making good money. And I've seen this with YouTubers, content creators, female rappers. Hell, NFL players, NBA players, you could be making Cam Newton as a prime example of that. You could be bringing in a lot of money, but if your monthly living expense is expensive as fuck, and then I don't know, you go through a life change, you're not making as much, then that means you could be struggling financially, just trying to upkeep with your monthly expenses, and they're expensive. But y'all don't think about that type of stuff. Why do you think Brittany Renner is so upset about this whole situation with PJ Washington? She's wanting more child support, and he's paying $5,000 a month, and she's wanting an increase of like $30,000. Like, that is insane, y'all. And it's because they have these expensive, flashy lifestyles. They get accustomed to that. And then they're not making the same amount of money. Brittany Renner is not making the same amount of money. And so now it's like expensive to have the lifestyle that she's accustomed to having. It's just, it is, y'all, it's just, it is what it is. And this is why, yes, you should live below your means and not above your means. And I feel like a lot of your faves are trying to live like they're living way above their means to keep up with a certain aesthetic. And now it's getting to a point where they're not able to manage it like maybe they were before. That's what I think was going on. But I wanted to talk about this too. Hold on. Because did y'all see this? Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Offset and Sweetie rumor was a lie until this Keke Palmer interview. That man lied. I said, oh, so he really did sleep with her.
Was a rumor basically saying nothing ever happened between him and Saweetie. Take a look.
Was there truth to you and Saweetie? No, man. It was a rumor, man. And I feel like it was something deeper than that for the split of me and bro. It was something deeper than that. You know what I mean? Man. Was there truth to you and Saweetie? No, man.
That's a line. That's a line. If you want to know what a lion ass ninja, what it looks like, what it is, it's just the way he was like, nah, man. Okay, wait a minute. What happened to the eye contact? What happened to the eye? Remember, ladies, I always be telling y'all you could easily spot a liar because they doing this when they telling the truth. Too fidgety. Like, I'm just like, oh no, he lied.
Take a look.
Was there truth to you and Saweetie? No, man. It was a rumor, man. And I feel like,
no, man. It was a rumor, man. That's crazy. So I'm sorry, sweetie. This does not help your case at all. So you be out here you be sleeping with me, man. Cause I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't until Offset addressed this rumor where I was like, oh, that's just a rumor. I don't believe Sweetie was out here doing that. Girl, and it's something about this year. People are just getting exposed. Like, and you can see through the lies. You can see through it. You can see right through it. And I'm like, wow, if he would have never addressed it, y'all, I'm telling you, in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's just a rumor. It's just an industry rumor. It's just industry. Shoot. Got exposed just like that.
Okay, you guys, so it's getting real messy for Saweetie after her friend blasted her for non-payment. Now, this friend didn't just come out and say she did not pay me. She's telling all of Saweetie's low down tea. I mean low down. She's exposing all of Saweetie's nasty secrets. Now, she's alleging that Saweetie has a drug problem and called her a cokehead.
Now, listen. Sex work. I understand that some women use it as a means as survival, but I need the girls to start getting smarter. Okay. I don't believe Sweetie is using this as a means of survival. I feel like she's using it to keep up a lifestyle. That's her choice, whatever the case may be. I need the girls to wisen the fuck up. Stop telling these girls your business. Stop telling these girls your tea. Stop telling these, like, Y'all telling them too much. And then too soon. And then you're telling them things that you don't want other people to know. Like sometimes when it comes to you getting money and being in this space, it's like very competitive and you have to deal with like a lot of shit, right? You shouldn't, like, no one should know anything really about you. Like, no one should know you. No one should even know your real name. I'm being so for real. No one should know your real name. They should know your real name. They should know your date of birth. They shouldn't really even know where you live or where you stay. They shouldn't know nothing really about you. Like, you keep it strictly about the money and that's it. Y'all get into these spaces, y'all get into these environments and y'all get comfortable and y'all think y'all made a friend and oh, we sisters for life. Oh, that's my bestie. Da, da, da. And then the whole time that girl is cool for the time, right? But I'm telling you, all it takes, and you got to understand the environment that you're in, is competitive. All it takes is, I don't know, like when y'all first started out, y'all were kind of like neck and neck, right? And then, like, maybe she started getting jealous of you because she started getting more money, or you started getting more money. Okay. Or you started getting clientels that she wanted, or you started getting more opportunities and things like that. So it's just like, keep it at a minimum. Like, they shouldn't know really nothing about you at all. To where if you, when you walk away from the lifestyle, they can't even find you. They don't even know where you at. You like literally disappeared. It's kind of like when I used to work my 9 to 5 job, everybody that I worked with, I went on Facebook, I blocked all of them. Just in case. Like, I was already foreseeing if they ever try to reach out to me, because I hated when Facebook would do that whole recommend, like, oh, a person you may know. I went and blocked everybody. My manager, my supervisor, anybody that I worked with, they was blocked because I never wanted Facebook to like recommend them for real. That's how you need to be moving. If you're going to be out here moving, you need to be moving like that. You got to think like 10 steps ahead. So, people are saying that this is her pimp. Do y'all think that this is her pimp, or do you think like this is how Saweetie was just getting the access? The only reason why it gives pimp is because she's requesting payment like a pimp. Like, where my money? Where's my money?
She also accused Saweetie of allegedly practicing witchcraft and insinuates that Saweetie sleeps with multiple married women's husbands. This friend especially throws shots about her allegedly sleeping with Offset. Now, y'all remember all the rumors that have been going around for years that allege that Saweetie slept with Offset, which allegedly caused the breakup of the Migos and caused issues between herself and Cardi B and Quavo and Offset.
You know, and then another reason why this is believable, Saweetie and Cardi, they look alike. When you put the wigs and the weaves and the nails and all of that, they look alike. Okay. So, I mean, it's not really believable. Like, honestly, I was just on TikTok. Let me see if I can pull it up. I was just on TikTok and I was like, wait a minute, they kind of look alike.
Stay-at-home mom to 2 and I have a housekeeper.
Let me see if I can pull it up. This video of Cardi on live in the bed. And I was like, wow, I never really noticed how they actually kind of look alike. Let me see if I can just type her name in. Right here. And I was like, hold on, let me go back. They kind of look alike, y'all. So I know. You don't see it. Anybody else see it? Or am I tripping? I see it. I definitely see it. We talking about this face. Y'all are so shady. Y'all don't see it? I kind of see it. Let's go back. Y'all don't see it? Let me see. I see it.
Offset because allegedly this happened while Saweetie was with Quavo, and of course while Offset was married to Cardi B. Now, Offset came out the other day and he said that this was not true, that none of this happened, but this friend is painting a different picture.
Was it true to you and Saweetie?
No, man. It was a rumor, man, and I feel like it was something deeper than that for the split of me and bro. It was something deeper than that. You know what I mean? It was something deeper than that. I don't really want to touch
Now,
on.
this friend
Y'all really don't think they look alike with all that? It's the lace fronts. It's the aesthetic. They literally have the same aesthetic. They have a wider nose for them to be lighter complected women, racially ambiguous women. The makeup is the same. I'm sorry, Saweetie does not look like Evelyn. I'm sorry. Evelyn doesn't wear all that heavy makeup. I'm sorry. No shade. No shade, no shade, no shade. But it's like they literally have the same aesthetic. They dress the same. They all of it same to me.
started off by posting an embarrassing video of Saweetie, y'all. She was pissy drunk in the front seat, and she said, "Hey Saweetie, I see you playing internet games on Beyonce's internet, child. Let me know how you want to play this. I'm either going to receive my money from you, or I can start addressing some of them rumors with TMZ. We spent almost a month in Africa. You should know I wasn't gonna let you play me out some money when." Then she said, "I tried being nice. Nice don't get you nowhere." Then she said, "Snow, witchcraft, and liquor is one hell of a mix. Send me my bread home record." And as you
Now listen, I know a lot of y'all faves are getting exposed for, but y'all, I'll never forget when I went to LA for the first time. Girl, I tell you, snow to them is like marijuana. It's like gardening. I will never forget when I went to my first like industry party or whatever, and I was asked, "Want some?" Like it was a piece, like it was like a piece of gum. Like they was offering me just a piece of gum, y'all. And I was like, I had to play it cool, like, no, I'm cool, I'm cool. And I didn't drink nothing around them. I didn't do nothing around them because I was just like, they offered it up, y'all, like it was a piece of gum. Not even like it was liquor. Not it was they didn't it was the way it was, y'all, it came kind of like this, like in like a tube thing like this. And they offered it like, want some? Hold on. Want some? And they would like do like this. And it literally would come in like a little pin thing like this. And I was like, no, absolutely not. And then people are like, Yoni, I don't know why you didn't go to LA. Why do you move to LA? Your best friend is in LA. I don't understand you kidding me. I was like, girl, it ain't for me. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I would never trust a drink around them. I wouldn't trust nothing around them. Absolutely not. So they do the snow, they do the pills, they do it all. And they normalize it. Like that literally is the culture. And then I was talking to someone that just moved back from LA. I'm not going to say who it is. And she was just talking about the homelessness there and a lot of people being hooked on drugs and stuff like that. And I'm like, the reason why homelessness is such a big issue there isn't just because it's expensive. It's because they normalize that type of stuff. And so people get hooked. They get hooked. Some of them move out there to chase their dreams. It doesn't end up working out. Then they also, while chasing their dreams, kind of get hooked on those drugs. And then things are not working out. And so they turn to the drugs more. Girl, it's a mess. So, and I'm not saying that's all of LA. I'm not saying that's all of LA. I'm saying in that industry, Hollywood, entertainment, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm saying in that hub, that is what it's like. And I'm telling you, the way they be out there sniffing that white stuff, it's nothing to them. Like we think it's a lot, but to them, it's really nothing to them. And that's why I'm just like, it's not shocking. It's none of this is shocking. None of it's shocking to me.
You can see she's playing Cardi B's song every time in the background. And I know y'all catching on to that. So just so y'all will know what I'm
Oh,
getting ready to read. So Sweetie is dating or allegedly dating soccer star Jadon Santos. Now allegedly he has her middle name tattooed on him. So notate that. So she posted a text exchange between herself and Sweetie. So the messages read, Sweetie texted the friend and said, "My messages to you are blue." The friend said, "Oh, now they back." And then the friend said, "What you doing? We should do a Big Bear trip with good friends, group co-ed. Oh my gosh, it is so nice here." She said, "Not even that cold. It's 2 hours from LA." Sweetie said at the studio, "Girl, all my friends are out of state." Then Sweetie said, "When bees run it up on Jadon, how much they doing in a weekend?" Now she blasted this, and then she said, "Sancho, after you done paying and getting tattoos of a hoe you barely know, run me my money." She hates her career, so you came right on time like the trick you are. "I just want what y'all owe me." Then she reposted.
and y'all listen. Now, there's a truth that was just exposed. She hates her career. Obviously, she doesn't really have a career because she was just talking about how she feels like she's experiencing pretty girl punishment. My issue with people attacking the friend, it's like y'all are attacking the friend all because Sweetie is popular. And I'm just like, girl, the signs are there that what this girl may be saying could actually be 100% the truth. Okay. Now, what is her motive? Her money. her motive, the motive is the money. Now, the friend just exposed about how she doesn't like her career. Sweetie just exposed I think like maybe a few weeks ago about how she's experiencing pretty punishment in the industry. So if she's experiencing what she labels punishment, does that sound like someone that actually likes their career? No. No, it doesn't. Mm-mm. At all. So I don't know. Let me see. What does BMF mean?
Posted a post from Ari that said, "Be that voodoo ain't gonna work on me. I'm a servant of God. Rebuke all negative evil energy. Return to sender." So basically, it seems like she's insinuating that Sweetie tried to do some voodoo on her. Then she reposted a tweet that someone posted, and they said they want Sanch to lower his wages.
What? Ari? What? Oh, BMF a show. Okay. Wait. Was she in there? Was Sweetie in there? I fell off with BMF. I got tired of the same storylines of drug dealing. Was she in there or something like that? Oh, blowing money fast. That actually makes more sense. Okay, I think that's what she was referring to, blowing money fast. Basically, the friend was exposing the fact that she was using this soccer player for money. That's it. And this soccer player went and got her name tatted. You think they're gonna stay together?
Just with Sweetie on his roster. Please be serious. You thought you was getting 180K per week pay rise, and then Sweetie asking for her third Birkin bag this week. It's Wednesday. And then she elaborated and said, "I'll tell a joke, but I ain't never told a lie."
I have a question for the ladies that are watching. If you have to go through all of this, do you really think it's worth it? Cause listen, when I was coming up, and I can only speak for myself, because when I was getting recruited, people always tried to sell me this gimmick that this life was easier. I'm not seeing how it's easier. Is it just me? Cause I might as well take my ass to work. Like for real. I might as well go run a fucking business if I gotta do all of this shit. I gotta worry about somebody exposing me, right? I gotta worry about finessing this man. And that means I have to feed into his ego for me to get payment. Fuck that shit. Like, I'm not doing all of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, this to me is too much work. Like, it's just too much work. It's too much. It's too much. Then I gotta be somewhere I probably don't want to be. I gotta have conversations with men that I don't want to have conversations with. I gotta pretend like I'm interested when I'm really not. I might as well go take my ass to work and feel like I have some type of independence. Y'all let me know, because it just seems like it's not really worth it for real to have, and then you have to wait hand and foot for some money. Like, that's crazy. Oh, she did a love spell on him. Girl, she did. Girl, that's probably why he got that tattoo. Oh, and then she probably, man, y'all, I be trying to tell y'all. The same situation happened to the ball son. Is his name Mello? You know, the weird looking guy with that want to be cool and tough and hood and all of that. When them girls convince you to get those tattoos, you know they're binding themselves to you, right? That's what's taking place. Mm, that's crazy. Thank you, Mia, because I didn't even think about that. She hella did a love spell on this man. This is too much. This is too much work. This is too much work.
I sent you to Dubai because you never balled before and was depressed looking for a happy life. Took you to London, babes. Took you to Nigeria. Booked you an Australian tour. I helped this girl so much. Only for her to play with my money at the end. I'm just missing my money from London. Pay up, cokehead, before I start naming the rest of the husbands you was playing with. And then she said, I want to make one thing clear. I booked her for an appearance to visit.
Now, this is another thing, right? Because everyone is jumping the friend, all right? But y'all are overlooking what she is accusing this girl of. This girl don't have no type of loyalty. This girl don't have no type of integrity. This girl ain't trustworthy. If she out here sleeping with other people's husbands, right? Then that means if I'm a hustler and this girl she's my worker, right? That means I'm gonna have to keep a leash on her somehow, right? Because y'all keep saying, well, she's a madam, she's a pimp, she did. Okay, we can agree that that's probably what's going on here. Why are y'all expecting for her like to handle it a different type of way? And you know what I think happened? This is what I think happened. I think Sweetie got over there. She did her little voodoo spell, love spell on this man. And then he went and got it. He got this tattoo. She started getting real comfortable with this man. And she thought, oh, I don't got to pay her. And homegirl knew who she was dealing with. And she was like, oh, so you going to try to play me like that? Bet. And then she ended up exposing her on social media. They're not friends. They're just associates. They get money together. That's it. That's all this is, y'all. So I think she started getting comfortable with that man. She thought everything was promised. And then she switched up on her. Why are y'all not talking about how Sweetie switched up on her and that's how she ended up in the situation? And see, that's the thing that be killing me. Y'all expect for people to be loyal after the fact. You expect for people to be loyal when you switched up. Why? Like, that's crazy. You switch up on me. You switch up on me and you expecting for me to still be loyal? You are out of your mind. And you owe me money? You are out of your mind. You are out of your mind. No, you betray someone and then you expect for them to continue being loyal towards you and looking out. Like that's not how it works, y'all. That's backwards. Loyalty can expire, especially when you have been betrayed, especially when someone owes you money and is avoiding you on purpose. That means somebody is playing in your face. You don't owe them anything after that. That's crazy. You don't even owe them respect. They just disrespected you. That's crazy. I don't understand. I'm not into exposing people, but again, like you got to understand the environment that you're in. You got to understand the industry that you're in. You got to understand who you doing business with. And this is how they do business. How else was she going to get her money? How else? She supposed to just knock on her door. Sweetie. I mean, the next step is to do what? Send some goons over there so she can get her money. I mean, like, what do y'all expect? What do y'all want? This is the type of lifestyle that she signed up for. That's why you don't cross people in this lifestyle. You try to do right by people in this lifestyle. Cause that's crazy. Ain't no friends in this lifestyle.
The Chelsea Stadium and support the soccer team. As my last post shows, instead of paying me, she fell in love with the client and told him not to pay me. I was a road manager with her, getting her deals. I was solid to this girl. She got what she wanted and never paid me. Simple. I want my money. Now, my thing is, it sounds like she knows more about Offset and Sweetie than we know. Now, a lot of people have been coming down on this friend versus Sweetie because they feel like she's out of line for even threatening to put her friend's business out there in the streets just because their friendship didn't work out. So they look at her like she's being disloyal. She never was a real friend, and a lot of people are taking Saweetie's side. But I want to know, who are all these husbands that Saweetie have allegedly been messing with and sleeping with? And I want to know.
And y'all, I went to this event yesterday, and the event was called Pumpkins, Prosecco, and PJs. And the theme was to watch Way Into Excel. I watched Way Into Excel in adulthood, and I was really shocked that they was really dealing with married men. They was really out here dealing with married men, sleeping with married men, being lied to and played with by married men. I was like, when did that movie come out? Well, that movie came out like almost like 30 plus years ago. And the girls are still doing the same thing. And then like women are still complaining about the same shit. And I'm looking at this movie like, oh my God, I do not want to relate to them at all when it comes to nothing that they dealing with. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. When you watch that shit as an adult and you have more like self-awareness, you have emotional intelligence, you know men ain't shit, basically. And you seeing how they getting played, it's like, oh my God. Robin, was it Robin? Like the girl that was dealing with Roy, and she was dumb as rocks. I was like, girl, you are stupid as hell. But you got this nice job. I was like, I just don't understand how are you so dumb. I didn't get it. So it was awful. And it was bad. So do you think the girls are out here dealing with that? Yeah, I think nothing has really changed. We don't force men to evolve at all. Even when it comes to them playing games with us, they still running the same game that they've been running with our aunties. We haven't even forced men to improve their game when it comes to getting a woman and playing her. I'm just saying, like, I think we could force these men to improve their game to play us. These men are running the same game that they was running on our mamas, our aunties. Like, they haven't really leveled up at all when it comes to their game. Like, smoothing it up, smoothing it out when it comes to them playing games on us. Like, it's literally the same shit, y'all. They're not doing it. Like, I literally watched, I forget Whitney Houston's character. She's sitting up here. She know this married man lying to her. His wife picked him up from the airport, and he was playing the both of them. And then he was like, oh, he got off the phone with his daughter and was like, oh yeah, that's my most important, no, you're my most important girl in the world. I'm like, how? You have a daughter and a wife at home. How can I be your most important? Like, it's to me, this type of stuff is common sense, but for whatever reason, it's still going on today, and women still falling for it. And I'm just trying to understand, like, why? Is it low self-esteem? Like, what is it? Because these men had it their way. He went back to his wife. He got a home cooked meal. He probably got some sex from her, some loving from her, some nurturing from her. And then he went on a business trip and then went into the arms of another woman. And all he had to do was promise that he was going to leave his wife, but he really wasn't. And then made the excuse that it's because of his daughter, and then broke the news to her that, oh yeah, like I'm gonna have to stay in this marriage a little bit longer because I just found out that my wife is pregnant. And I'm just like, I guess y'all, I mean, I guess that's why I'm like, Way Into Excel, that shit is pathetic, and it just hits awful in your adulthood when you are a woman and the shit that they was dealing with. So we'll see. To me, when it comes to Saweetie, I can't rock with a woman dealing with a married man. Like, I can't. You can't be a girl's girl and you deal with married men. You just cannot. Like, you just can't. I just don't see it. And she has marketed herself as this girl's girl. And it's like, girl, if you out here sleeping with women's husbands, like, that's crazy. But you are supposed to create music for women to empower them with female rap. That's crazy. But okay. All right.
No, is Saweetie a professional side chick? Now, I don't know if the friend is going to come out and say more because she did delete those IG stories. She is still throwing subs in her IG stories, but she's not going as hard. Now, I'm guessing that she still has not gotten her money, and I don't think she's going to get her money, especially after outing her like that. But I want to know what you guys think.
I think homegirl's gonna get her money because I think homegirl got some shit on Saweetie. For sure. For sure. You gotta know who you dealing with. Do you think that she got her money? Because if you think that girl is not gonna get her money, you're crazy. You're crazy. That girl definitely got her money. And that was just a threat. And then you know what's so crazy is the stuff that she was exposing to her was lightweight. Let's always keep that in mind, that what she exposed on Instagram, that was lightweight. Y'all are like, oh my God. But for her, that was light. That was like a dog whistle. Play with me if you really want to, and I'll really put your shit out here.
Do you guys think this friend is going to take the T to TMZ like she said? Do you think Saweetie is going to pay this friend her money that she alleges that she owes her? Y'all let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, but that's all I have for you, and I'll talk to you later.
These are some wild accusations that Maybach May is leveling against Saweetie. But my question is she accusing Saweetie of doing all these things herself, or just hanging out with Rick James, Marina Abramovich, and T-Pain? And if you're not reading Vampire Odyssey, what are you doing?
So not only did Saweetie's friend blast her for doing the Pepsi Cola, now she's saying that she's hired and that she hasn't paid her the money back. And then when you try to look for the stories are gone. They still follow each other as of right now. But this is crazy. Like, and people are like, oh, like, why don't we just all expose Saweetie for who she really is? Da-da-da. I'm like, I don't know. If you want to do that, then fine. But I mean, that is pretty crazy though. Honestly, if
I have a real question. Do y'all think Saweetie was exposed? I don't think she was. I feel like she was only exposed to the naive. I'm sorry. She was only exposed to the naive. She was not exposed to me. Everybody in LA be. So that's nothing new. Witchcraft is not new. I mean, honestly, I'm not shocked. I don't know. She wasn't exposed to me. I only came on here to talk about it because I tried to tell y'all, but y'all was like, Yoni, you're a hater. You're a hater. And I'm like, these girls are not getting money like y'all think, unless there's a man paying and they gotta pay up. You get what I'm saying? Just like Robin did and Waiting to Excel, and she had that big, measly grizzly bear on top of her. Talking about that's what they be dealing with. But the girls nowadays, they be having to do way more than that. Like that man, I don't even know if he even, you know. So the girls nowadays, though, they gotta eat ass and they gotta do all of that extra stuff. But Robin, she just had to get some. I guess he got off like 3 pumps, and then he was off of her. But that's another thing. It's like a lot of girls are like, "Oh, Young Miami wasn't out here. She wasn't doing the freak offs." Y'all cannot be this naive. Y'all cannot be this naive. I know y'all know what's when Robin. Listen, I know Robin had a real job. That's what was throwing me off about Robin. 3 pumps and he was off of her. You think the girls are out here dealing with that today? Hell no. They got to eat ass. They got to have another man come in and she got to take him down. And then the man got to come in. The other man got to come in behind. It's a lot of work. You got to get shitted on. You know, that was the 90s, right? And it was more vanilla. But now, oh, that shit is. That's what I'm saying. Do you really think it's really worth it? I don't think so. And when I found out the girls was getting shitted on in Dubai, I said, damn, you gotta get shitted on? That's crazy to me. That's too much. That's too much. Peed on. I mean, it's getting to a point where I'm starting to question, like, why is it that when men have a lot of money, the thing that they want to do with it is buy women that they can disrespect? Like, I'm trying to understand, like, what the fuck is that about? They buy the women to piss on them. They buy the women to shit on them. They buy the women to bring another man in and like manhandle them and stuff like that. Like it's very strange. Like, can we get a study done on that? Like when a man reaches a certain level of success, he wants to buy a woman that he can disrespect and treat like a slave. Like, I need to understand, like, what is the psychology behind that? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Me personally, as a woman, I don't understand. Like, what's the tea with that? It's kind of like the same thing with Doja Cat. When we saw her in those chat rooms, and I'm like, girl, why are you in those chat rooms with those weirdos and doing the stuff that you was doing? What is that about? I need to know.
If I ever blow up, I owe you some money, just text me. Just text me. Like, just call me, just text me, like, yo, like, I'm about to sue you. He'll get the money back. You don't have to go online in front of a bunch of people on Beyonce's internet and make 3 accusations against me. Like,
if he's a client, he got a tattoo of her. He fell in love with her. How much are bitches running up on Jaden in a single weekend? Is this how you get spoken about? This guy used to be in conversations with Kylian Mbappe. Now you might end up on Love and Hip Hop.
Oh.
This guy used to be a baller. Now he's an influencer that plays ball on the side. If you ever get into beef, I ain't backing it. Blame Jaden Sancho. Because I'm sick and tired of giving man the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving man a blight, and they're in the wrong. Could have been in Turin. Could have been in Rome with the hotties. Instead, he's picking a woman that doesn't even like him. But listen, every bad situation, you have to find a positive.
Sir, it's not your money. My gosh, it's not your money. It's his money. If he want to be stupid with his money, let him be stupid with his money. I don't understand. We let women be stupid with their bodies, so let them be stupid with their money. I just don't understand. Like, it ain't your money to be stupid. I just listen. We moving on. It's crazy.
Getting exposed to being a cocaine Barbie is crazy. It's wild, man, what they be doing out here in the world. One of the craziest headlines you hear 2025, bro. She getting exposed by her best friend. It's wild, bro. Like she.
Okay, that's crazy. I can't listen to them, y'all. I can't do it. I can't do it. We're gonna have to move on. Their opinion is irrelevant. I'm sorry. I don't care to hear what they got to say. Okay, let's see. This is a follow-up.
Okay, y'all. So this story about Sweetie is getting crazier and crazier. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I did a story about Sweetie a few days ago. Now, this was her friend or whoever that worked with her. Now, she blasted Sweetie on her IG stories for not paying her. And when she blasted her, she kind of put some tea out there and it was real messy. Now, if you're not caught up and you want the full breakdown, you can watch my last video. But basically, this friend put Sweetie out there. Now, she basically insinuated that Sweetie was a cokehead. She did witchcraft, and she also was messing with other people's husbands, also insinuating that she did sleep with Offset. Now, she also blasted Sweetie's text messages, basically insinuating that she's using her new man, Jadon Santos. Now, Jadon Santos is a very successful soccer player. Now, he's crazy about Sweetie. He has her name tattooed on him and everything, but
I need to ask y'all, do y'all think they gonna stay together after this? I know she did a love spell, but like, do you think that he's gonna still stay with her though?
it looks like Sweetie is allegedly just using him for his bag, according to that text message that she exposed. And now, to even add to this story, Moniece Slaughter entered the chat. And I know y'all are like, what the hell does Moniece have to do with this situation? Well, Moniece took to the comments and explained the whole situation in more detail. So basically, allegedly, this girl who was working for Sweetie, even though she said she was getting her gigs, allegedly, she's pretty much like a madam, okay? So Moniece is alleging that this woman is basically hooking Sweetie up with rich clients across the world. So Moniece commented and said, no, I'm being for real. She matches high-profile women with high-profile men, and the men are the clients, and they pay her for that. She's saying she...
That don't sound like that don't sound like a bad business. That don't sound like a bad business. But I just want to know about, like, does she have like a success rate? Because it doesn't seem like she does. Is it just monetary exchange? Like what? I'm I'm I need to know.
She works with Saweetie. She has clients who are into Saweetie. She sets up tours in different countries for the men to meet Saweetie. This particular guy really likes Saweetie, and she's alleging that Saweetie told him not to pay her. But what this does now is make it clear that discretion goes out the window and exposure is imminent if there's discourse with a client. So basically, Saweetie owes this woman money for getting her clients. And allegedly, Saweetie's new man, Jadon Sanchos, is one of her clients. But y'all let me know, what do you—
Because like the reason why I'm confused, y'all, is because I said this probably like back in 2021, 2022, when the sprinkle lifestyle was really taking off. I felt like people were blurring the lines between sex work and actually dating purposefully. Like, so I'm trying to understand like what is her purpose behind this? Like, is it to really get people together and like get married, or is it just to get people together and just make money and like that's it? Like, I'm trying to understand, is it like a PR type thing where it's like I make you look good, you make me look good, like, is that the type of work that she's into? It's like, I'm on your arm to make you look a certain way. Like, I'm trying to understand like the purpose. But he went out and got this tattoo of her, so that's what's like throwing me off. Like, is this supposed to be a serious relationship or is this simply transactional? And I literally warned the girls like back in 2021, 2022. I'm like, I don't know what y'all doing, but y'all confusing me. Cause I'm like, is this sex work or are you dating for commitment? I'm confused. But it seems like he really liked this girl, so he went and got her name tatted on her. So that doesn't give transactional. That literally gives no, like I really want to be with her. So that's why I'm like confused. Y'all get what I'm saying? That's what I'm confused about. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? It's just, but the girls are, people are like, it's about getting money, duh. But the girls are not getting money. The girls are falling in love. That's what happened with Carisha. The girls are falling in love. Like, that's what I'm confused about. The girls are catching feelings. So I'm getting confused here, okay? Because I don't think girls know, like, when you are transactional, you don't catch feelings. You leave your feelings at home. You're not in your heart space at all, okay? You're about the bag. You came here to do a job and then you go home. The girls are not coming to do a job and go home. The girls are staying. The girls are getting comfortable. Some of them are getting pregnant. Some of them are creating a bond where now feelings are getting involved. This is why I'm confused. That's why.
do y'all think about this crazy story? Do you believe it? Do you believe that Saweetie is out here using what she got to get what she wants? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments, but moving on to the next story. Okay, you guys, so Beyonce's dad—
I don't care about that. Okay, let me see. This girl was speaking facts. Hold on.
But she don't make money from rap, so how else is she supposed to keep up with her flashy, wealthy lifestyle? Like let's be all the way real. Her music don't sell. She don't go on tour. She don't have no brand deals. Like, she don't do anything. She barely posts, because that's how people in all them industries really get their money. Like, especially rappers, because rappers be on they label money. But if you're not making any money, you're gonna owe your label, and then that's why you get shelved or they
Ooh.
dropped you. Like, Saweetie don't even have an album out, and matter of fact, Saweetie has never dropped an album. Actually, then on top of it, she's never been on a tour by herself.
I thought she had 2 albums. Let me look. Or were these like mixtapes or something? This is crazy. High maintenance. I see. What are those considered? Are those like, oh, they're just mixtapes? Oh my God, I never knew that. Oh my God, that is so embarrassing.
Like a tour for Saweetie.
It's
Saweetie's
so
never even been on
embarrassing.
tour. All she's ever did was pop up at Rolling Loud Festival. She's never did nothing else. Now, granted, she had a couple endorsements with McDonald's and Mac, and some other shit. But Saweetie don't make no noise. She's still like at the level she's at. She's damn near still a new artist. She just didn't go nowhere. Like so, for
I think what a lot of people are not making the connection with is that the music industry, it doesn't have any real money in it. And I think a lot of people have not came to that acceptance yet, that in the world that we live in, that illusion is completely gone. Okay. You need to look at your homegirl Rihanna. There's a reason why she's saying fuck that album. I'm not putting out another album. Like, hell no. It's because she found a real avenue for herself. And y'all are wanting her to do music and there's no real money in it. There's no real money. So that should give you a sign. Like, why would Rihanna just stop? It's almost like she did her albums and she was like, peace, I'm out. I made my money, I'm out. Peace. Moving on to the next phase of my life. So I don't know. I think and then back, when was the other thing that was exposed to is seeing people who were in our favorite TV shows coming up, right? And you saw how they were getting revenue still from the TV shows, but because they weren't being played on a network, they were being streamed through like a streaming service or whatever like that. They were getting these paychecks that were like, because it was a royalty check, but it was like I've literally seen like 30 cents. I was like, damn, what the hell? So the only ones that I feel like get real money like that, if they're a celebrity, they have to be like A-list, 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 A-list. Like there's a reason why you look at people like, let's just take Love and Hip Hop for an example. Rashida and Kirk. Um, Yandy and Mendeezy. Come on. Did y'all not see Peter Guns and Amina is her name Amina Butterfly? She was talking about how she was homeless and stuff. Like, y'all need to read the room. I think a lot of people think when they see someone on a red carpet, they instantly associate that with rich, money. And the whole time, prime example, I'm like, the whole time they're not really making that much for real. They're being used for their likeness. I knew something was up when Gabrielle Union said, it feels like I got this monkey on my back. And she was talking about bills. And I was like, girl, you've been acting since I was a kid. Like, what are you talking about? You got a monkey on your back. Remember when Gabrielle Union was like, she had a monkey on her back? And I'm like, and then how? You're married to Dwayne Wade. How you got a monkey on your back? And then y'all think Young Miami got money like that now? Y'all, come on. Come on. We talking about the Gabrielle Union. She's really talented. I'm just like, listen, I think the writing has been on the wall this entire time, and I think people just don't want to accept it, that you've been fed a fantasy. The Hollywood glamour, lights, action. You've been fed a fantasy. That's what you've been fed. And so now the truth is starting to come out about people. It is what it is. Maya, she left the industry. She never really goes into detail about why she just stopped making music and why she left the industry and things like that. But you can kind of read in between the lines about why. So, and I saw that. I saw that she was selling t-shirts. I this need to be studied too. Like I just need to understand like what is it has to be the contracts that they're signing or something. Like honestly, I need to see what these contracts are looking like.
for her to be selling that box overseas and damn near got a madam and be doing drugs, well, yeah, like she's just doing what she got to do. And I just feel like that's a lot of those rap girls because they music don't sell, so they're not making money from music. So if they're not making money from music, they either selling it or they put up with a rich man somewhere like JT. Like your music don't sell, but your lifestyle's so flashy, so clearly somebody's footing the bill.
Saweetie getting exposed for allegedly being a yacht girl, it wouldn't surprise me if it were true. And I'm not saying it is true. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying a lot of girls be yacht girls, 304, sex workers, however you.
Are you saying Taraji P. Henson tried to tell us? I hope that's what you was trying to say. Because Taraji is a man too. I hope you're not being disrespectful. I'm gonna have to ban you. Because I put that up on the screen because I thought you were referring to she tried to tell us. But she did. Taraji P. Henson, she tried to tell us too. And I'm like, dang, like what is really going on with that? What is going on with that?
You want to slice it. Saweetie has been in the game since like 2017, 2018, and her music has never done crazy numbers. She's never like broken any records or nothing super crazy like that. Yet she's still relevant in the industry. She's still making ton of money. I never once thought all of her money was coming from her music. And she makes music about niggas tricking on her and only fucking with niggas with money.
But
She looks amazing, has a great body. She's always out the country. Like it wouldn't surprise me if she was out here, doing something funny for some money. Allegedly, a lot of the Instagram girlies, they be, giving it up like that. Even if you take celebrities and well-known people out of it, a lot of regular everyday people be giving it up like that. No, I feel like there's like levels to it. There's some people, they'll just have some tricks who they can hit up for some money. There's some people who will go on dates with men. Some people hit the blade and find men. I just wouldn't be too surprised if Saweetie had gotten into some crazy things. But the girl who came out and accused Saweetie of doing all this and of allegedly, doing the booger sugar, she 100% gives madam vibes. Because to be talking about, oh,
I just want to know, is this a soft life? It don't feel like it.
took you to this country, I took you to this place, that place. She definitely gave Madam who Saweetie tried to run off on, and now the girl has clearly said what she needs to say behind closed doors, still hasn't got her money, now she's bringing it to the internet. So, I don't know, but it's all crazy. Honestly, nothing surprises me though. Like, at the end of the day,
I don't know why y'all are saying that the volume is so low because the sound is up. The sound is up. I don't know what else to do. Do you have headphones in? What's thesis? What's going on over there? Can y'all hear? Anybody else having like issues with the video playing?
we don't know these people. So I could hear anything about anybody and be like, I could probably see that. Because, bitch, I don't know.
Saweetie has really been the topic of conversation this week because of her music. No, come on, don't be ridiculous. Come on, be serious for 1 fucking second. If you're gonna play games, get off the video and let's not even talk. Blind Adams have been saying this for a while, but now there is a woman on Instagram who is accusing Saweetie of being a yacht girl. And for those of you who don't know what a yacht girl is, it's basically a girl who sells cookies, but she's not a Girl Scout. If you hearing this news is shocking to you and you never saw this coming, I'm willing to bet that you're also the kind of person who, when your baby daddy said if you gave him a little bit more coochie, he would start being a better father. And you believed him and did it. Hearing this news is unbelievable to you, it's shocking to you, you're also the kind of person who buys hair care products from The Rock. I have said it before, and I get crucified for it. People get so mad every single time I bring it up. But your favorite musicians are not very wealthy. Like, there's no money to be made in the music industry. A lot of them are broke.
I keep
Some
trying.
of the influencers on this app make more money than your favorite musicians. And the reason why, it's not just because, I think especially this applies especially like in hip hop, it's not just because they don't get paid that much. It's also because they get paid a decent amount. It's because their lifestyle is extremely expensive. Like,
And this is I will never forget, y'all. Years ago, I've been preaching this years on my channel. I'm like, don't ever feel bad for working a 9 to 5 job. Ever. Like I kept telling y'all that. I'm like, why? You have a steady check coming in. You know it's gonna come in. It's gonna hit your account on the 15th. It's gonna hit your account on the 21st. Like, why are you feeling bad about how you have a steady paycheck coming in? You know where it's gonna come in. You know where it's coming in. You know what time it's guaranteed to hit your account. Like, why are like I never understood that. I was like, why? Everyone else has to hustle. Because if you are not clocking in, if you not clocking in, then that means like you out here hustling around the clock. That's just those are your options, sis. I never understood it. I was like, but these girls came online lying to you, feeding you this fantasy of a soft life when the whole time they just hustling a different way. That's it. I never understood that. I'm like, and literally I remember coaching girls and they would literally come to me about that, and they're like, Yanni, I don't know what path to choose. I was like, choose the path that has a retirement plan. These girls don't have retirement plans. There is no longevity in that lifestyle. That is just a fact. That is just a fact, y'all. So I just never understood why the girls would look at themselves differently. I remember when it was very popular, like girls would sit on social media, they would sit on Instagram and they would watch these girls take trips, go here, go out the country and things like that. And I'm just like, they're working. They're working. Their work just involves taking a flight. Okay. Now they're not showing all of what they doing over there, but I was like, they're literally working. That's it. And if you know you don't want to get into that type of work, then girl, enjoy clocking in. Like, what is wrong with that? I didn't understand it. Literally, girls were looking at themselves differently, looking at themselves less, thinking that they weren't worthy of this, or thinking, oh, this is my favorite. They thought that they were missing out. I'm like, girl, you are not missing out on nothing. You are not missing out on nothing. Absolutely not. Now you got, and then Saweetie, she gotta always look over her shoulder, look over her shoulder, look over her shoulder. She always gotta worry about somebody exposing her if she really out here moving like this. It just seems like it's too much work and it's just too stressful.
Like, if you are in hip hop, part of being in hip hop is that you have to look rich, you have to pretend to be ultra wealthy, and living outside of your means is very expensive. It's not just like having a fancy house and owning cars, right? It's also like having a glam team all the time, having an agent, having a manager, having a social media person. All of that is very, very expensive. In your mind, you thought Saweetie was affording all of that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to block you. Okay, because black women love money over everything. Sir, we're not the ones taking black men for their money at the cleaners. All right, we're not. It's not us. All right. We were, unfortunately, culturally, we were not raised that way. All right. The girls that are actually out here getting the bag are taking y'all to child support court. They're taking you to court in general, and they're taking you for half of everything that you own. That's not black women, unfortunately. And yes, I say unfortunately. I do. Because black women are the type of women that are so sovereign that they're like, oh, we don't need your money. We don't need your help. That's how they are. So if you're out here dealing with women like that, it's a select few, and maybe it is a growing culture shift, but it's not true. It's not even true at the celebrity level. Every time we see these black men that are clowns get taken to the cleaners, Shannon Sharp, it's never a woman that is actually black. Like, we have yet to see that shit. When you see it, call me. I've been waiting so I could throw a party and a celebration. And I'm like, finally, a black woman won. Because the last time I saw that shit was in Waiting to Excel with Bernadine, and she had to get cheated on. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what are y'all talking about? These preferences clean y'all out every single time. I'm waiting for the day for me to see a black woman actually take a man to the cleaners. Tyrese, I'm sorry, that was a preference as well. I have yet to see it. You have Gabrielle Union that's out here talking about some, oh, I want to be an independent woman. She's literally married to Dwayne Wade. Like, girl, ain't that the perk of you being married to Dwayne Wade, is that you don't have to work like you a single woman? She working in that marriage like she a single woman, like she ain't got a man there ready to take care of her. Black women are not programmed like that. I'm sorry. I don't know why we're not. We're trying to get there. We're trying to meet y'all there. Trust me. We're working on it. But we just not there yet. Like, it's all about protecting the black man. So please save that.
Off of her music career when she's been in the game 10 years and has still not put out a debut album. The hilarious thing about that is that I think that Saweetie is very, very marketable. I think there's a world where Saweetie could make a bunch of money, because at this point in time, the point in becoming a musician is because it's the easiest way to become famous, right? And once you are famous, then you are marketable, and that's when you bring in the money. If you are ever trying to pocket watch your favorite celebrity and they're a musician specifically, right, you're trying to figure out if they're broke or not, all you have to do is check to see their endorsement deals, right? The more endorsement deals they have, the more paid they are. If you have a favorite celebrity, I'm not gonna say no names, there's one in particular I'm thinking of, and they haven't had an endorsement deal in years, they're probably broke. And I'm gonna leave that at that. Unless they own businesses and companies that are kept on the hush, 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 they're probably broke. Pinkwig.
The female rap artist Saweetie has recently been accused of being a yachter, doing paid and arranged relationships, losing clients because she's abusing substances, doing voodoo. I see a lot of people, one, asking what yachting is, and two, wanting this whole situation broken down, so I'm going to break it down for you. Now, Saweetie's accused of being a yachter. A yachter is somebody that gets on boats and they abuse maritime law. There's a thin line of do's and don'ts in it.
Why are they talking so damn fast? My goodness. I'm like, dang, do I need to slow them down a little bit?
And sometimes they use that thin line to buy and sell cat. Now, Saweetie does live a very luxurious lifestyle, and I just can't believe that she's living this lifestyle from her music. Now, Maybach May, who's put these allegations on Saweetie, is accused of being a madame. A madame is a higher tier yacht or a higher tier escort, and they usually are in charge of divvying out the girls. A good example of an alleged madame is Natalie Nunn or Jocelyn Hernandez or any of the bitches that got a show on Zeus Network. They have countless allegations of going to Dubai for these lash parties, but you never see any lashes sold. Then they always come back talking about how they got the bag. Now, one of the things that seems Maybach May is accusing Saweetie of is not fulfilling the full agreement. What's the agreement, you may ask? I think Saweetie was supposed to meet up with the soccer player. I think they were supposed to do and call it a day. Now, Miss Madame was alleging that Saweetie told the soccer player not to pay the madame and just to pay her. Now here's a video of Saweetie originally meeting the guy at the soccer game, and I think it is a little weird that she doesn't even look like she knows who he is. She doesn't even realize that he's coming over to see her until he gets there, and then she hugs him, and it's like a little awkward. Now she said this was a paid appearance, so what I think was supposed to happen is I think Saweetie was supposed to get paid to go visit this guy. Visit, if you know what I mean. I think when this man visited Saweetie, he fell in love, and she realized that, so she told this man, just pay me, you don't gotta pay her. Now since Saweetie got the whole pay cut, maybe they have to act like they're in a relationship so it doesn't look weird, the big transfer of money. What famous sports player is not gonna give his girl hella money anyways? And they were gonna ice the madam at the deal.
And don't y'all get on here acting fake surprised about Saweetie. I been told y'all months ago. It damn sure wasn't the fucking music.
Listen, people keep saying that Saweetie fumbled because what did you say? Saweetie fumbled because she could have gotten way more brand deals, even modeled. Ladies, these women don't want to work. Hello? They don't want to work. I know for us it sounds absolutely insane. Like, what? You don't want to work? That's the issue here, y'all. If you listen to these women closely, they don't want to work and they don't want to think for themselves. Oh my gosh. They're lazy. They want shit to be handed to them. You heard what that girl said? She said, I'm experiencing pretty girl punishment. Girl, what? If you don't get up off your ass and do something like, and this is what I need ladies to understand. If you're not thinking for yourself, someone else is. And you got to start asking yourself, is it in your best interest? Or are they just using you? If you don't want to work, then that means that you have to ask someone for money. And at that point, you're under their control. Do you really think the feminism movement started because women just wanted to work? Women just, they just wanted to just do things that required labor. No, they did that shit because they wanted to come from underneath that damn control. The abuse, the manipulation. Y'all are running right back into the shit that women fought so hard to climb out of. And now in 2025, they're trying to put us right back to that. Hello, sis. There was a reason. There was literally a reason women fought so hard. And that's the thing. Like, that was the reason why I couldn't really get on this bandwagon with the whole escorting shit. Like, I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get with it. I talked to too many women in the sex work industry. They said, hell no. They don't like how men become obsessed with them to the point where their life is in danger. Not for me. Then you have the homemaker trad wife. No retirement. There have been incidences where women get to the end of their lives and their husband dies and passes on, and he made poor financial choices and investments, and they have no money. Okay. Then you have the working mom that works, pays 50-50, and she doesn't have any time for herself. Her health takes a hit because she's overworking herself. She's trying to be an amazing mom and she's trying to excel within her career. It's a lot, ladies. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. So choose wisely. That's all I got to say. I don't even know what to tell women. I just know, like, if anything, pride yourself off independence, because if you have independence, it doesn't even matter what lane you choose, right? As long as you have your independence, then that means you can come and go as you please. You're never stuck anywhere that you don't want to be. You're never stuck doing something that you don't want to do. That's all I'm going to say. So depending on how you choose to live your life, make sure it involves independence. So that could be a degree. That could be you don't have a handler or a pimp or a madam or whatever the hell they're out here doing. If you're a bottle service girl, you work for yourself. You don't have no overseer or handler taking a percentage off of your wages. Like, that's insane. Okay. And then also, if girls don't show up to work when it comes to the bottle service industry, the stripper industry, any really sex work industry, they don't got no business. So not only do you not get paid, all these other people don't get paid off of your back too. Always keep that in mind. Like, always think about independence, independence, independence. It's important, ladies. because that's when you can get up and go. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's why I don't understand, like, when people be trying to come at me, I'm like, listen, I do what I want to do. I don't have to do what I'm told. We don't live the same type of life. No shade, but we don't. I do what I want to do every day. I wake up and I do exactly what I want to do. The only thing I have to do is pay Uncle Sam. That man is a pain in my ass, but that's the only man I got to deal with in this system. Everything else, I do what I want to do every single day. Every single day. I don't got nobody over my shoulder looking at me, telling me what to do. Like, I hate that. I don't like that. So, independence, independence, independence. Even if you get into sex work, independence, ladies. Why do y'all think so many girls were doing OnlyFans? Because it gave them independence. But then I saw some weird stuff on there too. Like, I saw husbands pimping out their wives on there too. So you just gotta be careful nowadays. When you think about the type of lane you want to go in, just always make sure you have your independence, because like I said, you can leave when you want to. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. That is the joy of womanhood. It's liberation, it's freedom. That's what you should pride yourself on at all times. It doesn't matter what you choose. Like, that's all I want to say. That's the only way you're going to be happy in life. That's the only way you're going to be happy, because I'm telling you, all this other stuff that all these girls are dealing with and they got to put up with people, it's just too much. Them personalities, mood swings, attitudes, and then, oh my God, the number one thing that I don't like when it comes to the sex industry, for me, and I can only speak for me personally, I can't speak for other women, is I don't like how men act with that power trip that they have over you. That shit pisses me off. You can't talk to me any type of way and I'ma just take it. I don't like that. I be seeing how some of them men be talking to women. I be like, who is he talking to? I can't do it. Like, and you got to be the type of woman too, when you know what type of work you can do. I can't do work like that involves me to shut the fuck up. Cause it's very hard for me. I know some women, they're very well with it. They have a poker face and they can take it on. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
I need you guys to stop putting these people on a pedestal. And
oh,
with everything unraveling right now,
oh, let me turn it.
I made my last video about it.
Oh my goodness.
Please understand, there is a reason people are scared of that fin. Pepsi and Coca-Cola company has never shut down, babes. Never shut down. I don't give a fuck what y'all say, what you wanna claim. There is two sides of peer pressure.
Oh damn, it just cut off. Okay.
Unraveling right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think ladies, I think you just need to get clear on what you want and stop fantasizing some bullshit, okay? It's kind of like losing weight. Okay, you can go around the sun, you can get the BBL, you can get the lipo, you can get the weight loss surgery, you can even get the Ozempic shot. At the end of the motherfucking day, you got to drink your water and you got to stay in a calorie deficit. Ain't no fucking way around it. When it comes to you making money and living a certain lifestyle, you're going to have to work for it. Like, there's no way around it. How you choose to go about it, that's up to you, right? Same thing when it comes to losing weight. It's like women are trying to find a shortcut, an easy way out. There's no shortcut. There's no easy way out. You're going to end up standing in the same spot. Once you get done, like I said, running around the sun, running around the world, you're going to end up standing right in the same spot. And you want to know who's a great example of that? Brittany Renner. All that hustling she did, she hustled backwards. And what is she doing? Standing in the same spot. I literally cringed at that video that she did with what's that big-headed man name? He weird as hell. Kevin Gates. And what did she say? She said something about he's the love of my. And I was like, girl, this is insufferable. Like, why are you doing this? Let me see if I can pull it up. When she said I I would be so embarrassed. When she expressed how she loved him. Oh my God. Oh, here it is. Y'all. And it's like, damn. And y'all have to understand, like, for me, when it comes to Brittany Renner, she was pushed on me heavily as a millennial. and she was like the it girl for my generation, and people made her like super popular, and everyone was trying to influence us millennial girls to follow behind her footsteps. So to see her where she is today.
So Islam has made my life better in every single category. And like my husband says, the closer you get to God, the more you get. And literally in every category of my life, I mean, dreams happen, like miracles happen once in a while every day, you know? So it's been really beautiful. It's changed my life for the better.
I'd love to hear that. I mean, of course, Kevin is here supporting you tonight. How does it feel to have him stand behind you? And what is it about him that you were like, he's the one for me?
His name echoes in every chamber of my heart. And
girl, when I tell you, I was like, girl, see, this is why this lifestyle is not for me. Girl. And I like, could you imagine? And then this is the internet. It's never going away.
His name echoes in every chamber of my heart.
His name echoes in every chamber of my heart. Y'all, I'm not cut out for sex work. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, telling men off. I love telling men off too much. Like, echo and your name echoes in every chamber. Girl, bye. Like, what? Girl, Brittany. And you know what's so crazy? There were women out here buying this shit. I'm like, girl, this is her new hustle. Like, why are y'all trying to make it seem like she really changed her life? Stop it.
About him that you were like, he's the one for me.
His name echoes in every chamber of my heart. And I don't, it's hard to describe a love like that. All I can say is that I'm with the person that I quite literally dreamed of. And to be able to just wake up next to him and spend time with him, even to have him here behind me, it's like so surreal. I'm like, oh my God, I love him. So yeah, he's just the most beautiful person inside and out that I've ever met. And I'm just so thankful that Allah blessed me with him.
It's not cool to be a loser. Go to school, graduate, get your own. Because when it all said and done, they can say whatever they want to say about you, but they can't take it from you.
I'm logging out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday, because I gotta go grocery shop. There's a lot of lessons to be learning right now, because there's a lot of things that are being exposed to you, and I just hope you see it for what it is. Okay? Stay in school. Be independent. I don't know what else to say. Have your own shit, because then you can come and go as you please. No handlers, no pimps, no madams. The fact that I gotta say that is so ridiculous, but it's just the truth, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. Please give the video a thumbs up, and I will be releasing another episode of Remember This, and I feel like it's going to speak to those that feel like their back is up against the wall, and your back is up against the wall. You don't know where to go from here, and you're still trying to trust your path, your purpose. Money's not coming in. You may have lost your job. Your life may feel like it's falling apart. I have an episode for you that's coming this week. I may have it out tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Monday, to keep you motivated and to keep you grounded. Thank you for watching. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day.
This is my opinion. I'm free to state my opinion anytime I like, right? Thank you.
I don't want you to feel like that, but yeah, feel like that.
This is my opinion. I'm free to state my opinion anytime I like, right? Thank you.
I don't want you to feel like that, but yeah, feel like that.